We asked Griffith University's Open Research champions if open research has introduced them to future or current collaborators.
Yes, I'm actually doing some work at the moment that's based on some work that were done by colleagues in the UK, which I came across recently, where they had been interviewing. So my area is planning, urban land use planning, and they'd been speaking with land use planners in the UK, including students training to be planners, and had done some really interesting work. I'm from the UK originally, so I was interested in what they were finding, but then I thought, well, it would be really good to replicate as best we can the survey work that they did in the UK in an Australian setting. So we're in the process of setting up a survey. I've got a student sitting out there at the moment who's working on just revising the questionnaire a bit so that it, makes reference to Australian institutions rather than UK institutions. And then we'll be able to, once we've finalised and carried out the survey, we'll be able to analyse it in its own right, but also it's very comparable with the data set that they've made available to me. So that's really good. That'll be an interesting internationally comparative piece of work that I hope we will then be able to report on at a major conference in Indonesia later in the year.
Yes, it has. I have a Twitter page where I share about the research I'm doing and have found others in the UK who are a few steps ahead of us in terms of open science in the autism space. And we've been in discussions around having a panel or a special interest group at the the largest international conference for autism, which is the International Society for Autism Research. So that's just one opportunity where we've discussed collaboration so we can learn between Australia and the UK about how we could do more open science practices in this field, because it does come with some specific challenges working with the special population.
So currently there's a new collaborative, and they're encouraging dementia researchers to put in their data into open research databases, and also for us to have the opportunity to be able to access that data. So I know a lot of dementia researchers in Australia, but there are some new people there. There are some new opportunities, and so I see that as a really good thing to be able to access new data sources and also to work with new collaborative opportunities in other universities.
Even sharing publication information, even if you're not sharing the data underneath that, can result in greater awareness for your work. And this is particularly the case if you publish in a number of journals that are mostly Australian and that may not be well known abroad. People who at least make the publication information open can find they get a jump in citations, a bit of a bump in the number of people who want to collaborate, and there's just greater awareness about the work that they've done out there in the world. So sharing as much as you can about the work you do will really help with your research impact.